What's going on today, guys? Primal Sabbath here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers figure subscription service, Cromar, or BotCon 2019 Cromar, or whatever this really has the kind of old school feel to. I'm kind of like over calling them Generation Selects because like this seems like something so obscure and so niche that BotCon would have done, and that's really the only reason I've picked up the full three. You know, originally I was going to sell off Aragon, and then I saw, I was like, well, okay, they're gonna make these weird obscure guys, and it just reminds me of the good old days. So speaking of the good old days, and BotCon and the club and all that, this is a configuration for this guy that Jesse Wittenrich on Twitter posted. So this is the 6-gun mold, and I'm going to go ahead and straight up, this is my favorite of the 3 Powerdashers. Most certainly, it is just a really cool looking figure. The colors are really awesome, and just the mold is just a good toy. So, but anyways, Jesse Wittenrich from Twitter posted this and said this was kind of like his configuration. Everything's sort of like grabs on to everything else. So I didn't really I only like saved like it was like a picture like this, and then a picture essentially like this. So I just sort of did, to the best of my ability, a way to kind of replicate it. Those don't really peg in all the way there, but so you have these gray guns pegging into what will be the robot mode thighs with the back pieces here. And then on the undersides of the feet, there's little holes for these pegs to plug into. And then these are actually where the legs plug into the hips. So they look like some pretty sweet blasters, which is neat. And the backs of the legs actually have little pegs come out that the hands can grab onto down here. And then just these little barrels on the sides, you can plug these sort of back arm guns on, and you just kind of set this up top, and everything's pretty snug. There's a little wiggle room and around it, all that other stuff, but it isn't quite like this guy where you just sort of have to kind of try your best with him. So this does look pretty good. Since I've already got Aragon in here, let's go ahead and get Zatar in here. So the gang's all here now. I got finally built my full little team. This is like the same thing that like gets me excited about these. I think is the same reason why I got all the monster bots, because you guys know me, I'm more of a Beast Wars guy, but I couldn't resist building such an obscure small team. So there's that. But anyways, looks pretty cool. Like I said, I dig the colors on this. Black, red, and gray just really do wonders together. And it's a pretty sweet looking alt mode. I don't know what 6 guns, supposed to be alt mode is, but if it's close to this, sweet. If it isn't, oh well. I'm not even gonna bother with the directions. And I think that's really cool about these sort of like figures, like the 3, I guess I should say, that came out of Siege, where you could just sort of use them to armor up other guys, or you could just kind of like make your own crazy creations with them. I think it's pretty neat. So anyways, let's get Cromar here into his robot mode, and we'll continue on from there. All right, now here we have Cromar in his robot mode, and looking pretty sharp. Again, I didn't buy in on all the mainline Siege stuff as I knocked this back. So being able to kind of experience this in a manner in which I think I would enjoy it, I think is really cool. As far as what they are doing with the select stuff, or at least some of it. There's some of the select stuff that really doesn't hit that like BotCon Collectors Club nostalgia, like Smokescreen of all the things, really doesn't. And truth be told, the grant, I know it wasn't a selects, but the Amazon Skywarp just feels like it was a Amazon set where like Sideswipe and Slam Dance were very much like, it was like, okay, this is something FunPub probably would have done. So pretty cool here. You can do a couple of different things with these little guns back here. Let me just get this off. They come packaged like this, where they're just sort of hanging off of his arm, and that's all well and good if that's what you're into. Me, I just kind of like having them all on his back there. Just looks pretty cool, and obviously you can take all these out if you want to use them as like a little pistol. You can do that. You can plug them up here on the tops of his shoulders if that's your thing. Like I said, like I think this one out of all of them has the best like pegs and ports system on him, which is really really good, especially compared to Aragon. Like Zaatar wasn't bad, but he didn't really have a whole lot as it was. You were kind of sort of limited here and there, but with Cromar, like, you really aren't. He's really awesome. I really do like it. So he does come with a new head sculpt, as he should. So let's zoom in on that. Try to get it into some light. You can kind of sort of see. There we go. Maybe. There we go. So again, similar to the others, like, or at least to Aragon, at least, he's got like the kind of black. Maybe it's paint, maybe it's plastic, whatever, surrounding the eyes, but the eyes themselves are yellow. You got the silver and the yellow, and even the blue painted in really clean on that face. Again, it's like kind of difficult to. There we go. Had to knock some stuff off, but that's all right. So really nice. Both head sculpt and paint work, I think, was aces. It looks like they painted red here on the kneecap, and I don't know why. I mean, it's just a slightly, and even up here on these guns, they're they got like a little splash of a different shade of red there, and on the feet too. I don't know why. Like, they probably could have just left it bare, but I won't complain about getting any extra paint. So that's for sure. And then of course he's got let's get some light back in here. He's got the little kind of missile pods here on the chest, painted silver. So pretty cool. I really like him. Again, he's definitely the best of the three. So if you're kind of like, well, I just only want one, like, definitely get that one. But speaking of the whole squad, so here we have Aragon, and there we have Zaatar. So they're looking pretty good, pretty awesome. I really do like this. If I had could get to it, I probably would have grabbed my my Ultra Magnus, the Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, because I think like there's a More Than Meets the Eye panel where one of the Ultra Magnuses fought alongside the Powerdashers, and like they were literally there for a panel and they were dead. But yeah, it's cool. This is a pretty neat little team. I like this more than I liked the kind of like the Cog and the 6-gun and the Brunt and all that. It's like you only had Brunt, you had like 2 of the Autobot guys. It just didn't seem fair. So with this, like, they're all like kind of 3 on the same team, and I think it's pretty neat. So if you guys have any questions or comments about Powerdasher Cromar, please let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next review.